Everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdie.com. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Teach Me Tuesdays episode 197, and I'm going to be sharing with you today the goodies and guts that you can earn in the month of November. And these are earned if you order at least 75 before tax and shipping in the month. You can pick one or the other. If you want both, a lot of people do get both, then simply order 150 before tax and shipping in the month, and then you can get both. Now keep in mind, you don't have to do it all in one order. You just have to, like your cumulative orders for the month need to total either 75 or the 150. So if you have any questions at all, just reach out to me. So if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. But if you're new, welcome. My name is Diana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So we are finally getting some cool weather. I can put a sweater on in the morning and the evenings. In the afternoon, we're still, wearing t-shirts, but I've seen some snow already falling in certain areas. So this is the time of year that we go, okay, I guess the 120 some degree weather in the summer wasn't so bad, even though it was. But anyways, we always say we do not have to shovel sunshine. That's what my husband says. So anyways, all right, so I am going to be showing you the goodies and the guts. Goodies are just something I choose out of the catalog. Now remember, these come in the month following. So you're earning these in November. So you won't get these till in December. So usually about the first week or so, I'll send you your thank you card with your goodies or guts, or both if you choose. So it's not something you pick when you're ordering in my store, because this is something that I offer, like personally. This isn't something that Stampin' Up! Is offering. It's just basically just a little thank you for shopping with me. The goodies are usually an embellishment. This month I did the cute little gift card envelopes because they're so adorable, and it's the perfect time of year. And the guts is basically like a free class each month. It's 3 projects. So you have to remember, nothing is stamped on your projects, so you'll have to use what you have at home. So if you want to do the thing identically, then you can order what you need, and then maybe when you're ordering what you need, you're actually ordering enough to earn one or the other or both. All right, so like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you let me know, because I do kind of like put out a lot of information there. All right, so I'm going to spin my camera so that I can get started. So close your eyes just for a second. This way I can get adjusted. All right, so here is the hostess code for the month in November. Now, this is what allows me to do the goodies and the guts. So when you are ordering less than 150 before tax and shipping in one order, okay? Please use this code, unless you're in one of my virtual my host code or my stamp clubs, because then you have your own code. And then what I do is the orders that go in there, they all accumulate, and I earn host benefits, and then I get the goodies and the guts with those. So then all I'm doing is paying for the postage next month. All right, so that's the code. Now, keep in mind, if you have a big wish list and you spend it all, if you're ordering over 150 before tax and shipping, then don't use the code, because then you will get the host benefits and you will still earn the goodies and the guts. Again, if you have any questions at all, make sure you holler at me before you place your order, before you close your order, so that I can explain anything or help you out. All right, so here are the cute little, so this is the goodies for the month of November, and these are the little classic gift card envelopes, and there's 20 of them in there. You can stamp on them, you can cover them with paper, you can do so much with them, and they are perfect. So I have used them a few times. I'll have to use them a few more times this month so you can show how cute they are. But they're great to have on hand, so that when you are giving gift cards, you can make something cute, and you don't have to just use like the store's kind of generic looking gift card holder, whatever. So you can make some really cute little envelopes. All right, so that is the goodies. And now let's get to the guts. So this is your guts packet. And so again, this will come the first week or so of December, right? It just depends on, because I have to get the order placed, and depends on the shipping. All right, so you have the little embellishments that you're going to need, a business card, and then this right here will actually have this video that I'm making right now. This link will be here, but I don't really know what that link is till I upload the video. So this is, just blank, just to kind of show you what to look for, but that will be filled in when you get your real packet. All right, so let's get my little wood bowl over. So I usually kind of dump so this month I didn't use any ribbon. So I usually kind of put them in my bowl so that I don't lose them. All right, so what are we doing first? Okay, so we're going to do first this. So this is the first project. We did a calendar last year, and this is the time of year that I love working on calendars. And I did this, a card similar to this yesterday, and I thought, oh my gosh, this would make the perfect desk calendar. And it's kind of masculine. I changed the little whatchamacallit, holly thingy back there, so it was a little bit bigger. So let's do that one first. But I thought this would be a great one. Maybe you have a guy on your Christmas list, maybe someone from work, maybe your boss is a guy. But this makes a great kind of masculine desktop calendar. All right, so these are the pieces that you have. So everything will be scored. So you have your basic white thick, and that is like the base or the stand of your calendar. And then you have your piece here, and you're just going to score it along the lines. Just like that. And then I have my green tip glue. Now this is just the Tombow multi that's in the catalog, and I just put it in this little bottle here. All right, so let's put our glue. And I usually get my calendar made first, and then I assemble. Because sometimes, depending on when you're gluing, you might have a tiny little overhang, or you might see, it just depends on how the paper folds when you score it. So I usually put it together first, and if the one side is just a teensy tiny bit off, then I put that on the back, because it's easy to do when you're scoring. All right, so see, this is just a tad different than the front. So see, the front looks a little cleaner, it just how it is when the score. So I'm going to put that on the front. All right, so we have our fun little DSP. Now your deers might be different. So you can see the one I have here. So see, the deers are a little bit different. Where's my adhesive? All right. So what I like to do is, so this just goes on here, and this is shaded spruce cardstock, and then this is shaded spruce as well. So since this deer is looking this way, I kind of want my calendar maybe over here, or you can put it right in the center too. It just depends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of seal right here, and I'm going to make my ivy or whatever this is, holly berries, stick there, and then I can put my calendar. So I'm just going to snip this away just in case that one wants to stick out, and then you can decide if you want off to the side. I'm going to change this one and put it right in the center. The other one I put off to the side. These are so handy to have in hand, and they fold flat so you can mail them. I'm going to stand up. So you can mail them. And then you just, every month, you just peel that off. All right. And I get these little calendars from vippies.com. I have at least one person asks me each time. And if you want to make a bunch of these, you want to kind of grab those as soon as you can, because the closer it gets to the end of the year, they do run out of them. And I usually grab the medium because it just works great for the card size. All right, then you have your bling. So you have some multicolors. These are the Festive Pearls. So I just gave you like a whole strip of them. So you can choose, what you want. But I'm going to go with these like I did the other day because I'm going to use these other ones on my other card. All right. So I'm just going to plop a couple around. 1, 2, and 3. You can put more if you want, but that's plenty, I think. So there's the first one. So let me show you again. So see, one, I put the calendar off to the side a little bit, and then this one is right in the center, so it's really up to you. But just trim, if your little ivy or whatever sticks out, just trim the little tail off if it's going to stick out. But I love how that one turned out. All right, so let's see, what is the next card? The next card is this one here. All right. So what is so exciting? Starting today, and today is November the 7th, you can get, there's a whole bunch of new online exclusives available. So you want to go to my store over here, go to my website and click online exclusives, and you're going to see the new ones that started today. Now I have showed you the cute little fluffiest friends earlier, and we're using this. And you can get this now. I would get it quickly because I have a feeling it's going to go on back order or sell out because it is adorable. And it has the coordinating die. Now, I didn't use the coordinating die this time. I'm just using the stamp set. And then my Oh What Fun, I chose Merry and Bright. So this is a Christmas set. But you know what? This doesn't mean Christmas. Excuse me, the bear is just having, oh, what fun, he's eating that honey. Same with this paper. This is the Merry and Bright Designer Series paper, but it doesn't say Christmas when you use it, this way. So that is some fun paper. All right, so let's get to making this card. So here's the pieces that you have, and again, decorate your envelope. I say it every time. All right, so we have some lemon lime for our card base. Then you have a front piece. This is going to go in the front as well as the bigger striped. And then on the inside, you have another piece of white, which is the same size as that one. And then you have your smaller strips. And I'm just going to stagger them together. But see, it's that Christmas paper. But it totally just looks like fun, cute paper this way. I mean, it could be a birthday card, it's just a fun card. So that's why I was like, oh, I'm going to pick that Oh What Fun as my greeting. All right. But remember, nothing is stamped, so you'll need to use what you have at home. Or like I said, if you want to make it identical, you could order these in my store. So the supply list will be below the video. And it will also be on my blog. All right, so there's the inside. And then let's decorate the front. Now, this striped is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to glue that to my front first. And then I'll just use my polka dotted paper to trim it. And then we can put it on here. Okay. So cute. All right, now I'm not going to put this on yet till I put my bear and my greeting on there. All right, so we have your circle and your banner. So I'm going to use Blueberry Bushel because Blueberry Bushel is one of the colors that are in that designer series paper. And I'm going to stamp it off to the side a little bit, to the left, because I'm going to trim this edge. So we got to go, oh, what fun. So over to the left. I love this handwriting. I wish I could write that pretty. All right. And then we're going to do our bear. So we have our memento, because I am going to be coloring with some of the blends. Well, I shouldn't say some. Well, yes, it's some. I didn't use them all. I used quite a few, but I didn't use them all. All right, so we have our cute little bear. And let me get a grid sheet over, just in case I stamp off, because I am going to put some bees, and they will get stamped off. All right, so our fun little bear. Now you could do any of the critters. I just picked the bear. All right, so we have our cute little bear. And then we have the bees. We've got to have bees because he's eating their honey. Although these are friendly bees. All right, so we've got some bees buzzing around. All right, so I'm going to let that dry a little bit. All right, while I get my, I'm going to wash these while that's drying. I should have stamped that bear first, so he had some time to dry. All right. And then in your bling, you have one of these brass bees. So I have these from before. They were on clearance. I don't know if you can still get them on clearance or not, but you'll get a little brass bee as well. All right, so he should be fairly dry. Let me bring this over. So like I said, I didn't use all my blends, but I used quite a few. Now what I want to do is I want to have my bear be like sitting on the ground. So usually I just put like a shadow line, but I want to actually have him be like sitting on the ground. So I'm going to use my grid sheet, and I'm going to, because he's so fluffy, he's so round, it's really hard to get his positioning right. So by using my grid sheet and these lines, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to figure out like where the grass should be. So I think he looks good like that. So I'm just going to use these lines. So I'm going to use light lemon because I used lemon on the cardstock. So I'm going to use light lemon. And by using these grid lines, I'm going to be able to draw. So now my grass is even. And I'm just going to quickly color some grass. And we don't have to be perfect because, well, it's grass. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so that was just a light. So that was a light lemon. And then I'm going to take the dark lemon. And I'm just going to put a little dark just along here, because it would be dark back there along that skyline. And then I'm just kind of putting some lines here and there. There. So our grass has a little variety of color. All right. I want to do the same thing with my sky. So I'm just going to flip it over. And we're going to do pool party. So we're going to do pool party because it's also pool party in this paper, in the designer series paper. So I'm going to take my light pool, and just like I did the grass, I'm just going to just kind of draw that on there. Again, you don't have to be perfect. We're just drawing some lines. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing with the dark pool. So again, dark right there where that sky meets the grass, and then I'm just kind of putting some dark. And then you have this nice little scene of the bear, right? He's not just sitting on a white piece of paper. So that's why I love the blends. You can do that. You can just kind of have fun with it. Now I do want to add though a little bit of light gray granite. So I do still want to put a little shadow around the bear, but I wanted to do my grass and my sky first. And then we're just going to take the light gray granite, and just like I usually do, we're just going to put a little line around. He'd still have a little bit under his butt in here. Just makes him pop a little bit. Now I'm putting it on here, but you probably won't even see that when I start coloring, but there would be a little bit of shadow here and there. All right, let's begin. We want to color our bees. So I have dark daffodil for our little bees. And since I did pool party for my my sky, I'm going to do light balmy blue for the wings of the bees, so that they look different. And they're super cute in the balmy blue. Balmy blue is such a happy, happy blue color. All right. Let's do flirty, light flirty for our little bear. So his little cheeks, a little bit here. Now, a lot of times you won't necessarily see this when I color over it. It's just subtly underneath the color. All right. Oop, I gotta do his toes. Boop, boop, boop. All right, and then we'll do the dark flirty as well. All right, let's see what here. Let's see. Where is, oh, here we go. This is my light wheat. So we're going to put the honey. We're going to finish this with the light wheat. So we mix those two colors together, that daffodil and that light wheat, which makes the perfect honey kind of color. Since I also have shaded spruce in this DSP, I still want to have some shaded spruce in here. So I decided, I've been doing this pot blue the last couple cards. I'm going to make this pot be green. And that pot can be any color you want. So I'm going to do light shaded spruce first. And it's fun to see the different pot colors. So this is light shaded spruce. Because blueberry bushel is also in this DSP. So that's why I chose blueberry bushel for my ink. So at least I used it somewhere. I didn't use it when I colored anywhere because it's fairly dark. And I figured shaded spruce was dark enough. All right, and then we'll do our dark shaded spruce around the edge here. And then I'm just going to soften it a little bit, just going back in, just touch those edges with the light. I'm not doing coloring the whole thing. I just kind of went up against the dark edge, and it will just soften that edge for you. All right, so we want 8 and 9. So the higher the color, the lighter the color, the higher the number. So I'm using 8 and 9. So I will start with 9. And this is going to be his cute little snout. So you can still see that little bit of flirty underneath the corner here. And then 9. So his snout is a little lighter. And then our bear is 4, 6, and 3. So again, start with the lighter, which is just something that I do. The blends are so forgiving. You know, it really doesn't matter, but it's just a habit. I just kind of like to get my whole image kind of colored with the light color. So I've got a base of color down before I put the dark. But like I said, they're pretty forgiving, and you might do the complete opposite. All right, so again, this is 6. And 6 is just the number that's on the marker. And this is one of the tones. I use them all the time. Oh my gosh. So if you don't have them in your stash, maybe you'll think about getting them. But you can kind of subtly still see that flirty flamingo back there. It's just real subtle. And you can always add more too if you want to see more. All right. See more, see more. All right, so that was 6. Then I'm going to take 4, and we're going to add a little 4 as a shadow. So I'm just going to take 4, and I love these two colors together. They do not come in the same color family. They are in 2 separate tone packs. But I love when I skip a number, especially with these two, because it just adds such depth. And under his chin there. But look how cute that is. All right. Now, if you don't like the lines, just like before, if you're like, oh, but I don't like this line, you just take that 6, and we're just going to go back, and we're just going to brush up against the line, and it will soften it. I don't mind so much because he's kind of cartoony looking, but you know, if you don't like that line, and then as it soaks in, it will soften it. Then I'm going to take the 300 and I'm just going to put a little 300, not everywhere. This is more because where I really want a deep shadow. So I'm putting 300 where I want there to be quite a bit of a shadow. In fact, I'm almost kind of tracing the memento line. Like I'm staying fairly close to the memento. But see, now you've got, so see how cute the bear is. He's got a lot of texture and color to him. Now, we don't have a gel pen, but you know me, I like to use my gel pen. So if you do my socials, you always get a gel pen. Some classes, you know, I put one in there as well, but I do get them on Amazon. So I'm just putting some little freckles and some little dots on my bear. That's all I need on there. Okay, so let's put our card together, and then we can get to the last card. All right, so let's do this. So why I didn't glue this on there before, because I'm going to trim my Oh What Fun. All right, so let me get some dimensionals. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you'll have to let me know which one you like the best. And I love when you share with me what you do different, right? Like I said, that nothing is stamped on here. So you'll pick, you know, what you have at home. All right, so I'm just using this as a guide for my grass as well. And then this is just going to go on here. But I love when you share with me, like, oh, this is what I did with my guts, when you use something, you know, different. And then sometimes, if I have extra gut packets, I will go, oh, I'm going to make one of those too. All right, so let's see here. This is going to go right on here, and I'm just using it as a guide. And then I'll use the edge of the card to trim this, because this would stick out of the card. And then we'll put this on here, and we wouldn't be able to get it in the envelope. Now, if you like that whole shape and you didn't want to trim it, you could simply pull it back more on the bear, and then you wouldn't have to trim it. All right, so we have our "Oh, what fun." And now we'll get our cute little bee and just use a glue dot, and we're just going to stick that bee right there. So here's that one. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. So cute. All right. So that was a second card. And then the third card. Now, this one is going to look familiar to you. I changed it a little bit, but I had so many of you were like, "Oh my gosh, that is such a cute card," that I thought, you know what? I'm going to do this for my goodies and guts, because I too loved how it turned out. All right, let me get all these out of the way here. Okay. So you might go, "Oh, I recognize this." All right. So this is Poppy Parade. Now this is definitely a Christmas card. And these are the pieces that we're going to need. So you have this on the front. So this goes on the front. Then you have the bigger stripe goes on the front. Your fa la la goes on the front. And so does your scallop rectangle. This you're going to use to stamp on, and then this goes on the inside. So just like I staggered the whatchamacallit on the bear, I'm doing the same thing on the inside of this card. All right. This goes on the inside. Now, I did not stamp anything on the inside. I usually don't, unless I know who I'm sending the card to, because then a lot of times I use my cards as thank you cards. Even though it might say Merry Christmas on the front, it still could be a thank you card. And then that person can use that card for their personal use. So a lot of times I don't stamp anything unless I know I'm sending, a card for a specific reason, Otherwise, I just put a Post-it note in there so the person can use the card. All right, so let me stamp this time so they can be drying, where last time I didn't do that. All right, so let's get my grid sheet back. We want our memento. Now, I did this the other day, so you might be familiar. I'm just going to use some masking. It's not masking tape in that of the word. It's like Post-it tape or whatever, because I don't want the joy to get ink on it. So I'm just covering my J and my Y, because I don't want the ink to get on there, because I'm going to have them be a different color. So I'm just going to cover that. And cover that. And then we just have to remember to peel that off before we stamp it. All right. I'm going to color these little guys with the blends as well. All right. So we'll ink this up really good. And then remember to peel this off. let me tell you, you'll forget once. Because I have done it. All right, and we're going to stamp these little guys. And so we've got our cute little elves there. All right, so I'm going to wash this off because on this scrap paper that I gave you, let's these guys dry. We are going to stamp. Now you can stamp the whole thing again. You have room. Or you can just stamp the letters. It's totally up to you. I'll show you what it looks like in Poppy Parade. I was tempted not to color it, to be honest. I was tempted just to stamp it totally in Poppy Parade and not even color it because it looks adorable just in Poppy Parade. Isn't that the cutest thing in just the reds? Oh my gosh. So if you're not a colorer, you might go, oh, I'm just going to do it in Poppy Parade. Because see, it would totally look cute in Poppy Parade. So here's going to be the finished card. I don't remember if I showed you the finished card. Did I show you the finished card? I don't even remember. All right, so we're just going to cut out our J and our Y. I'm going to let them dry a little bit, but I just want to get them off the paper. They can dry. All right, so let's bring our cute little elves over. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our light gray granite and we're going to put a little light gray granite around. Now, if you aren't sure, you can put light gray granite around the whole thing if you want, right? Because maybe the light is full on, so there's a shadow around both ends of it instead of the light just coming in from one side. So if you're like, oh, I never can figure out, you know, where to put my shadows, then go around the whole image. I always say, just put a shadow somewhere, because especially if you're not going to pop them off, because you won't even realize it's there, but it is. Like that sounds weird, right, what I just said. But visually, it's more appealing to have that shadow there. And then I just put this down here so that they're actually standing on the ground. You just don't realize why it's popping off the page. But it's just that shadow that's there. Okay, so let's get our flirty, just like we did before. So we're going to go flirty, little flirty cheeks. Cutie patooties. All right. So let's go 9. And 8 for their little faces. So that was 9. Because remember, the higher the number, the lighter. And then 8, just a little shadow, like underneath their hats. Right. And then we want light smoky slate, because I want these little elves to be, they've been working there for a while, so they've got gray hair, like me. All right, so this is just light smoky. All right, let's bring our lemon over, because we've also got lemon in our DSP. So we want light lemon. For our cute little wreath. And that's why I didn't use the other bling colors, because you can really load up this little wreath if you want. Now just keep in mind, if you're actually doing this for like your Christmas card or whatever, you know, the more bling and stuff you add, the more, where's my wheat? Here we go. The more postage. So just keep that in mind. All right, so just like we did the honey, I'm going to take my light wild wheat and then the dark. And that looks kind of gold-like. And then our dark. It just kind of gives that gold idea. All right. So let's color our ornaments. So our ornaments are going to be light balmy. And these are just because I had these colors out. You can really color them whatever you want. So let's do some light balmy and poppy parade. So it just depends on what mood you're in. All right, so we're going to go light poppy parade for their outfits. I do want to take some light balmy, and we're just going to put a little light on this little guy's headband. All right. And I want to take 400, and we're going to put a little 400 on the hats and a little bit on the shirts, so that our poppy parade has an extra little darkness. Okay. Then we'll take our light poppy. What am I doing? Dark. Sorry. We'll take our dark. So this time I go the opposite. So this time I go dark and then I end with light. So I go dark right over top where I did the 400. So we're going over the 400, but we're extending it out. And basically that will give us 3 kind of tones of poppy parade. And then we'll finish it with the light. I just love these little guys. I am so making some of these for Christmas because they're just too cute to color, and you can have them be whatever color you want. They don't have to be poppy parade. If you're using a different colored designer series paper, I would just pick something from that paper. They would look cute in green too, I think. And if you don't put joy, like I was talking the other day, you could have it say wow, you could have it say mom, you could have it say oh boy. I mean anything, right? If you have like an alphabet. All right, so we have so this was lime that we did on there, and then I'm going to take some dark old olive, and we're just going to put a little dark old olive here and there. Not a whole lot. I don't want it to overpower. I just want there to be a little dark here and there on the wreath as well. And then I think I also took out granny apple. Yes, and I'm also going to put a little granny apple. So there's just a few different greens in our wreath as that light is hitting it. So your wreath's got some really cute colors to it. All right, so let's do our joy. So I am going to cut this out. And I'm putting a little white border. So I am leaving a little white border. Now, if you like this as is, this is adorable like it is. You don't have to cut these out. You could just send it like that. And then you could stamp your greeting on the inside. Right? It doesn't have to have J and Y on there. It looks cute just like the little elves are decorating the wreath. So, all right, so I'm just leaving a little white border. Then we can put our card together, put our little bling on the wreath, which makes it look so real. Once you add those little festive pearls on there, it just completes it, I think. All right, and then here's the J. So what other words could you think by using that O? Especially if you colored these little guys differently. Like if you colored them in orange and you had an alphabet that said like boo, you could do like a Halloween card. Like maybe they were decorating a Halloween wreath. So really just use your imagination. All right, so we have our J and our Y. And I'm just going to take my dimensionals and I'm just going to cut up the side because I want a nice skinny dimensional. Now you can also do this with, we have the adhesive sheets. Those work too. Not adhesive sheets, the foam adhesive sheets. But I have these on my desk. So I just peel that back and then I lay this on here and then I just trim. So that looks good. And then we'll do our J. So just peel that back. Like that. So I cut it longer than I needed it, but that's okay. All right. So now we're going to put our letters on. Now you could glue them directly too. You wouldn't have to pop them if you didn't want. Okay. So joy. Joy to the world. All right, so let's see here. And then our J. Joy. All right, let's put our card together. You're like, we didn't come here to listen to you try to sing. All right, so let's put this together. So again, put these together before you glue it to the card. So we have our stripes. And then our fa la 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 la. And I'm going to use a green tip glue for my fa la 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 la. Just because it's a little more forgiving and skinnier than my seal. So I'm just going to put a light, tiny little strip there. And then right there. And that just looks so cute, doesn't it? La 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 la. All right, so I'm thinking these cute little elves, they are singing as they're decorating. All right. And then this goes on here. Like that. Now this I'm going to put on with dimensionals. And one in the center, so it's not droopy. And this lays pretty flat, so I'm not worrying so much about where I'm putting the dimensionals. A lot of times if I put something here, I'll try to kind of stagger that center, but I'm not worried too much on this card. All right, so these little guys are going to go pretty much there. And we'll stick this to the card, and then we can decorate with our bling, and then we will be done. All right. Now again, watch for the supplies on my blog or under the video. If they're not there right away, just give me a little bit of time to get them there. All right. Because the Fluffiest Friends didn't become like a live link till today. All right. So let's see here. So let's put our little bling, bling, bling. So let's put some around here. So 1, 2, and 3. But let's put some on the wreath. Because like I said, that just makes this come to life. Let's put a red one too. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can put as many as you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oop, that's even. You know me. Let's see, where do I want to put this one? Maybe up here. Put silver and gold together. Yeah. So cute. You could even put them. Look at, like you could even put, look at that, how cute that would be on their little gold. So super cute. Again, I'm going to take my gel pen, if I can find my gel pen. Oh my gosh. Oh, right here it is. That's such a mess on my desk. All right. So I'm going to put a little gel pen. And I love putting a little design on the clothes. So we're going to put some lines, and then we're going to go this way. So it looks like he's got like a little plaid kind of coat on, shirt on. But anyway, so there's that one. So let me show you the 3. So these are the guts for the month of November. So you got your little calendar, your cute Fluffiest Friends, your jolly words, and then the, where did I put the goodies? Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. So guts, and then the goodies, again, are the classic gift card envelopes. So hopefully you are excited about those. If you have any questions at all, hold on a second. I'm going to say, see you later, alligator. If you have any questions at all, make sure you holler at me. I'll have to put that one up there. I'll have to do a little rearranging so it fits. So yeah, so if you have any questions, make sure you reach out. Otherwise, I will see you Friday for my dies shorts. And now keep in mind that Arizona, we do not change our clocks. So I totally forgot that the clocks changed over the weekend. So I'm still 3 o'clock Arizona time for me, but now it won't be the same for you. So if you watched me at 5 or 6 or something before, maybe now it's 5 o'clock. I'm not sure, because we don't, like I said, we don't change our clock. But it's still 3 o'clock Arizona time. So just please check, because I don't want, because several of you missed, because it's like, oh, well, that was a different time. So that's why. All right, so I will see you Friday for my dice shorts. I think I just spit. 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you Friday. All right, bye for now.